Egypt began with a river. The Nile flowed from the heart of Africa to the sea, a long green ribbon of life in a vast desert. Each year, the river would flood its banks, not destructive, gentle, predictable, and leaving a blanket of rich black silt. Perfect soil for farming. People learned to plant in this fertile ground, barley and wheat. They produced more food than survival required. Surplus changed everything. Villages became towns, and then cities. People could specialize. Priests, soldiers, scribes, institutions emerged. Rulers rose to manage and protect. A single pharaoh united the two lands. More than a king, he was a living god, a bridge to the heavens. Power demanded monuments worthy of eternity, permanent, solid, awe-inspiring. The river gave transport, the desert stone, and a perfect dry vault for the ages. The first royal tombs were not pyramids, they were mastabas, rectangular, flat-roofed tombs over underground chambers. Under Pharaoh Djoser, a vizier of genius appeared. Imhotep, doctor, priest, architect. His idea, stack mastabas, each smaller than the one below. The step pyramid at Saqqara rose like a stairway to the sky. It was the first monumental building made entirely of stone. New skills. Quarry large blocks, move them, and set them with precision. A dedicated workforce, simple tools, clever planning, made the impossible tangible. Next came Sneferu, the serial innovator. Meidum, a step core reworked for smooth sides. Unstable outer layers collapsed. At Dashur, a steep start forced a mid-course correction. The bent pyramid. Then Triumph, the red pyramid, the first true smooth-sided giant. Through failure and iteration, builders grasped weight and stress. Their lessons paved the way for Khufu, who would push scale and precision to the edge of possibility. The shift from steps to smooth sides was an engineering revolution. The internal structure had to be rethought to manage massive forces, immense pressure, downwards and outwards. Builders countered this with meticulously level horizontal courses. For casing, they chose fine white Tura limestone, cut to precise angles, creating a sunlit, gleaming surface that also bound the core. Too steep invites failure. Sneferu's bent pyramid proved the risk. A stable angle, around 51 to 52 degrees, became standard. The site demanded a level, solid plateau. Giza was prepared with astonishing accuracy. They may have used water in trenches to strike a perfect level. Inside, the king's chamber required a brilliant protection, relieving chambers. 5 small chambers above the flat roof diverted pressure around the burial room. The 4 faces aligned to the cardinal points with errors of mere arc minutes, likely achieved by tracking circumpolar stars and bisecting their rising and setting. Celestial alignment bound the pharaoh's eternal home to the unchanging northern sky. Okay. Building the Great Pyramid required unimaginable stone, most from Giza's yellow limestone for the core. Durable, abundant, if not beautiful. Casing demanded brilliance. White Tura limestone, polished to shine like a jewel. For chambers and passages, massive red granite from Aswan far to the south. No iron or steel, just copper tools, wood, and stone. Limestone yielded to copper chisels and mallets. Granite required dolerite pounders, relentless blows carving channels. Fire and cold water cracked rock along intended lines. Dry wedges were hammered in and soaked. The swelling split many-ton blocks from the wall. Quarrying was hard and dangerous. Thousands labored in teams and shifts. They were paid workers, provisioned and treated by the state. Pride endures in graffiti, the friends of Khufu, the drunkards of Menkaure.
Archaeology of the workers' town overturns the slave myth. This was organized state labor with status and support.
Well, yeah, simple means patient technique, nature leveraged by human hands. Once a block was freed, the next challenge was motion. Giza limestone traveled a short haul to the site. Tura casing and Aswan granite floated the superhighway, the Nile. 50-ton beams rode purpose-built barges during the annual flood. At Giza, cargo shifted to land. Sleds skated along prepared trackways, pulled by teams with thick ropes. One worker wets the sand, because wet sand slashes friction, a simple physics hack. But how did stones climb the pyramid? Ramps are the leading answer.
A single straight ramp becomes impractical, too long, too massive as height increases.
Alternatives: a spiral ramp hugging the faces, or internal ramps threaded through the core. Hatnub shows a steep central ramp, flanked by staircases for rope teams and posts. Likely a blend, straight ramps below, refined systems and levers above. The project was as much logistics as engineering. A small city run for a single goal.
Feeding, housing, scheduling tens of thousands for decades required a sophisticated bureaucracy.
The scale of Khufu's Great Pyramid is hard to grasp. Built over about 27 years, a base covering 13 acres, about 7 city blocks, originally 481 feet, taller than a 40-story tower, an estimated 2.3 million blocks. Average weight, 2.5 tons, like a large SUV. Granite beams weigh 50 to 80 tons, like lifting 40 cars at once. Quarried in Aswan, shipped by river, lifted over 200 feet, placed precisely. Casing joints so tight a knife blade cannot enter. Cardinal alignment achieved with simple tools: plumb bobs, levels, sighting rods. Skill, patience, observation, not magic. At a 10-hour day, year-round for 27 years, that's one block every 2 to 3 minutes. An army of specialists: quarrymen, haulers, masons, surveyors, and support. Likely 20 to 30,000 at a time. For centuries, we studied with simple tools. Today, we can see inside without moving a stone. Cosmic ray muon radiography, born of particle physics, detects hidden voids. In 2017, scan pyramids revealed a large, unknown void above the Grand Gallery. Its purpose remains a mystery. The stone still keeps secrets. Ground-penetrating radar, thermal imaging, and subsurface mapping refine our picture. 3D laser scanning yields digital blueprints of astonishing accuracy. Simulations test which ramp systems were most practical. Fieldwork at Giza's Workers' City transforms our view of the builders, their diet, health, and social structure. A 4,500-year-old papyrus, the Diary of Merer, provides a first-hand logistics log. Merer's crew shipped white limestone from Tura to Giza by boat, day after day.
What's breathtaking is the practical insight. Load paths, relieving systems, tolerances, mastered with simple means.
The Great Pyramid is a monument to human ingenuity and collaboration. Its principles, strong foundations, stable geometry, careful alignment, shaped architecture for millennia. Each scan or potsherd adds a piece to the puzzle. The past is not silent, we're learning to listen. And with every new technology, the pyramids speak more clearly than ever before.